Well, I really like the spirit of the people here and the land and the great music.
The energy here, the people here is supreme for me. It's like the ideal setting to perform.
This has always been, actually, of all the places that, all the festivals that I play, this has always been the most fun to come out and play, the most kind of community-oriented and down home.
What I love about playing at the fair is being here at the river farm and the sweet little intimate festival and being able to go swimming and hanging out, and just the energy here is the best.
So it's a pretty terrific place for musicians and just to perform in general.
You can't beat a situation like this. It's professional and yet it's so down home.
The way people come together and work together at this fair, at the Northwest Herbal Faire, is what makes it so special.
Dozens and dozens of people stepping up with their gifts, their particular talents, pulling it all together in such form.
There's a focused doing that is kind of the center, the heart of the sharing that's going on.
I really appreciate the fact that there's no feeling of hierarchy. I do a lot of festivals and often it's a them and us. And this fair feels like it's just us.
Everyone is helping, everyone is just there in service.
The kitchen's run on volunteers, everything's run on volunteers, and it's set up specifically for everyone who comes to be able to be part of the fair itself.
Any opportunity I have to help in any way, I'm happy to do.
Just being on the level of knowing that stuff needs to get done,
yeah.
Just getting it done and working together, you definitely just look at each other and you're like, wow, we just, served about 80 people like the last 15 minutes.
To be able to step back afterwards and be like, yeah, we did that together,
And it seems like, every time I turn around it's a different person, but they're all working just as hard. It's amazing to see.
It's very gratifying.
It's always better when you're part of something.
I think it's instant. As soon as somebody walks in to this festival, that they feel accepted and they feel an openness from everybody else.
It seems more like a family gathering and picnic, than just your typical fair or festival.
Everybody coming together and having a circle, a community created at an event. I've never seen that before.
Your friends about
yeah, and you know what else I really loved was the circle. Everybody coming together and having a circle, a community created at an event. I've never seen that before.
Was that yesterday evening?
Yeah, I really like that.
The fact that it's such a family gathering is what I like so much about it. I like all the children. It's got the highest percentage of children in the gathering I know, and I really like that.
I've just been so touched by the good spirit, the good energy, the friendliness, the smiles, just like being in an oasis of good vibes.
It's just so freeing to be at the fair. It's like, can't we just live like this?
So that works.
As we go into a post-peak oil world, there's going to be less and less oil and petroleum pharmaceutical complex. It's going to be harder to keep all that industrial complex running.
Just slowly, I think we're starting to just create a new paradigm of how we want to live and how we want to play and how we want to work together, and that we have to create that.
Herbals offer a way to locally make and produce and treat people without needing big multinational corporations and big factory complexes.
Herbal medicine can be, if you gather your own medicines, is a sustainable form of medicine. When they come to see me, I can teach them how to make their own medicine, and it's pretty much the only medicine that's viable for.
I can pick out a plant that I know is going to help me with, whatever symptoms that I'm having.
So we can go out and pick what plants we know are good for what and know how to treat ourselves. It's very empowering.
It develops a relationship with the earth.
Reminding people of that ancient knowledge of plants and how plants can heal.
This whole fair is about our relationship with that.
The education of that is huge for us to be able to move to any sort of level of becoming more sustainable society.
I don't want to go to a pharmacy and have to buy a little pill that's manufactured by some company to make myself feel better.
Just being able to rely on what's provided by nature is really important skill.
It fosters sustainability through building that knowledge and education in everybody.
Well, in this day and age, I think it's just so important for us to have an opportunity to gather with the tribe and really look at the kinds of life-sustaining skills and arts and wisdom that we will need in the future. This is both ancient and modern.
As far as creating a vibrant culture, this is a perfect playground and a perfect classroom.
This is a homecoming for people, so many people, a tribe, and I just feel blessed to be a part of it, honestly. And I hope other communities can have that same experience. I think everybody should have that opportunity.
Well, there needs to be things like this happening all over the country. I mean, ideally there could be in every county of every state a gathering that brings people together around the topics of natural healing and herbalism.
We're at a point where we need some serious evolution in our social reactions, in our energy use patterns, in our housing patterns, and even in our food patterns.
So how do we spread, how do we grow, not in the sense of this one getting bigger and bigger, but how does it branch out and more small ones take off? I think that's really important in the future, is more of them.
Really the power of our social network is where our sustainability comes from, and our ability to adapt and renew ourselves in our own lives and as a community comes from how we stay connected to one another.
We know what we need. We need nourishment, we need community, we need information and sharing, and a context for being together.
We're on the start of something really beautiful and really powerful and really from the heart.
We're seeing that seed be planted.
In that sense, this is a stepping stone, and it's gradual and it's organic.
So as we take this knowledge back into the world around us, we can strengthen our own social networks, and in that sense, the fair lives on.
Stretch. Stretch, for they soul to the Abba, the creation. Stretch, for they soul to the Abba, stretch for thy soul. Roots so deep, roots so strong. Roots hold down forever, hold down. Roots so deep, so strong, hold on forever, hold on, help us out there again, roots, drum and bass, roots, roots.